G'day guys, welcome back to MG Rebuild. Today we're going to go fit the doors. Now before we actually go on to that, just a quick update. As you can see, the timber around the firewall now is all stained and varnished. So just something a little bit different. So instead of painting it, it's going to actually be timber look. So anyway, let's move on to the doors. Okay, so what we'll do first, we'll actually mount the brass hinges onto the body. Now, the previous owner had some spaces in there, so because I've actually been mucking around with it all, I'm going to try it without the spaces first, see how that lines up, and if I need to, I can always add them in later on and then readjust. So let's put them in. Okay, now with both those hinges on, one of the screws is a little bit bent, but I'm still trying to see if I can work with that. Now, if you just want to come around here for a sec. Now, I don't know if this is original or not. It appears like it may not be, but there is a third hole in the actual, see one there and one there in the hinges. Now, one of them has Phillips head screw, which doesn't make sense to me. I'm just not sure if they're supposed to be there or not. So look, if someone can, put a comment in there saying, look, no, that's supposed to be a slotted screw like the other ones, or no, this is the correct screw you should be using, let me know. I won't put them in just yet. It may be used there for adjustments, I'm not sure, but drop me a comment and let me know on that one. Anyway, it's time to fit the doors and see how well they line up. Okay, moment of truth. Okay. Yep. Try and work this camera. As you can see, the door is a little bit high. There, it's not too bad. Pretty close. And the gap around is pretty good, but it's spring loaded. And you can see from down here, that bottom hinge is the one that's at fault. So I'm not 100% sure which way to go with that. Do I put a shim in one side, as in, do I put a shim in here? That's right, on the outside of it. That might work. And that shouldn't move the door as in put it out of alignment. So we'll give that a try and see what we can do. So I've got a shim here. It's like a, where am I? It's like a little wedge. So I'll give that a try and see if it improves it. Okay, so it doesn't touch down there anymore. Problem is, it's touching up there, and it's very poorly aligned. So I can't close the door anymore, other than pushing down on it. So looks like I'm going to have to fit this other wedge that the previous owner had into the top hinge. And see what that does for us. Okay, keep going. Quite a bit. Okay. That, I'm not sure if you can see me or not, but that shim was perhaps too thick. And now it's hitting on the bottom, so let's try and think for something else, perhaps a thinner shim somewhere. Okay. Okay, the hinges are no longer touching. Nice clearance down through the bottom there. A little bit tight on that corner. Up here's good, it's getting very tight there. And up here is where it's actually touching. Up and through there. You see it touching just through there. Now, what I've got to work out is how to stop it. So everywhere else is clear, all except for that little spot there. All the T-series that I have seen have all got paint off in these sort of areas. So it seems to me that may be a common issue. But I don't want to lose, paint it then have it all scraped off again. So it may be a matter of getting a hammer and just giving it a nice little gentle tap along that edge, and just touching up with a bit of glazing putty just to make it look good again. But other than that, I think that one's basically done. So it's time to move on to the other door. Okay, well that was eventful. Driver's side door's on now. I've only just realised I didn't actually press the record button when I was doing this one, so apologies for that. It's a little bit springy, the door's a little bit springy, but it's not too bad. And it's just touching up there at the top, I think. It's a little tap of the hammer. And we'll be right. Okay guys, that's the doors fitted. They still need a little bit of tweaking here and there just to make them line up 100%. And look, they are going to come off again before I paint the car anyway, so it doesn't need to be exact right now. The more work I do now, obviously, the better fit they'll be later on, but I'm working on that. So anyway, so if you like the channel, please hit subscribe if you haven't already, and thank you for all the ones that have. The channel is building nicely. Still like to get a lot more though, because obviously the more subscribers I have, the more people I actually get to see what I do, and hopefully help them with their rebuilds as well. So anyway, hit the like button, subscribe, notifications, share, do whatever, make a comment. And actually, especially the comment with the Phillips head screw that goes into the door hinge. It was actually, I noticed it was on both sides, so I'm confused. I'm not sure what it's supposed to be there. Is it supposed to be there or not? So if anyone can let me know in the comment section, that'd be great. Like I said before, if you want to reach me by email, use that link there. And if you want to send me, a letter by snail mail, this one as well. Okay, so until next time, next time I most likely put on one of the rear guards. I've done one, as in I've completed it, sanded it, and got primer on it, and I want to fit that. The other one, I haven't. I'm halfway through it, but what I actually had to do, the previous owner or someone in the past had drilled a second lot of holes there, and I couldn't work out why. So I've welded all, or had Jim weld them all up, and so I need to fit that, mark the holes, and drill those before I can actually continue with that back guard as well. So that's what we'll do next week. So until then, we'll see you later on. Bye bye.